Hello and welcome to the 5th video on Visual Basic Programming. In this video I'll be talking about mathematic operations, so things like adding, subtracting, and all that good stuff. Alright, so go ahead and open up the YouTube tutorial solution that we created. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add a new project. So go ahead and go to the Solution Explorer. And then, alright, so go to the Solution Explorer, right click on Solution, go down until you find Add, then find New Project. Alright, so from here, go ahead and select Visual Basic, Classic Desktop or Windows, and over here Console Application. Once you're done with that, go ahead and name this Math Operations. Alright, so go ahead and click OK once you're done. Okay, so welcome to your new project. First thing is we're going to create a couple of variables, and I'm going to make them byte. So let's do dim num1 as byte is equal to, let's do 55. Dim num2 as byte is equal to 11. Okay, so we're going to create a new method that will add and subtract and do all these things for us. So we can add inside the main here. So we can do console.writeLine, and inside here we can just do num1 plus num2. And this will automatically convert to a string, and it'll show it. And I just realized I forgot, once again, go to Project, all the way up here, go to Project, and then go down until you find Set as Startup Project. Go ahead and click on that. Alright, so once you have that done, go ahead and play this. Alright, here we are. That didn't go too well. We need to add in a console.read key. I'm going to put in a read line because I sometimes have problems when I'm zooming in. But you can leave it as read key. Alright, so here we are. We have the answer 66, which is 55 plus 11. Alright, so since that's done, let's take this console.readLine and let's make this so that you can change it at any time. So what I mean by that is that you say, I want to add these two numbers, and then it'll add it and give it back to you. Now, when you create a method, that just does something. When you create a function actually gives back something. It's like a vending machine where you give a coin and you get something back. So let's create a function, and let's call it adding, and here we are. So we're going to add num1 and num2. Let me just take that out of there and put it in here. So let's put in dim answer as, I'm going to do it as an integer. An integer is super useful for adding and stuff like that because it's a really big number, and normally you'd use an integer. Alright, so there we are. Now we have our answer, and the final bit is return and then answer. Now return means that it'll give back this when it's called. So to call on a function, you would write so this is going to give back the number. So we want the number inside here, so I'm going to put it in there. Adding, and then that's it. It's going to add the numbers and give back the answer. But what if we want to add something other than num1 and num2? Well, we can make these custom. So to do that, you need to create a parameter. A parameter is basically a variable, except that it's more of a bridge between two methods. So to add in a variable or a parameter in here, what you do is we're going to create first number as integer, and then second number as integer. And there you have it. These are parameters. So when you're asking for the result, you're first going to have to enter the numbers. So num1, num2, separated by a comma. And we need to change this to first number plus second number. Now when it returns the number, we can change it to anything. So watch this. If I copy this line over and put it back on, let's change num1 to 22, and num2 will be 35. So now if I run this application, you'll notice that the answers are different. So this thing has been added using the first two variables we created, and the 57 was found by adding the two custom numbers that we added. Alright, so let's end this, and how about creating another one for subtraction? So function dot, oh no, not function dot, function, let's call it subtract. We're going to create two variables, first number as integer, and the second number as integer. Alright, here we are. So we're going to do, this time instead of doing this much code to it, I'm going to do only return. And then it's going to shorten the code. First number minus second number. And there you go. This is very short, but personally I like this one. This one I feel more organized with. Alright, so this will still do the same result. So let's go ahead and make this one subtracting instead of adding. So subtract, let's put in, the first number will be num1, and the second number will be num2. Alright, so the answer should be 44. So now if we run this, first of all let me switch to lens, and let me go ahead and start. Alright, so if you look at the results now, you'll see that our first one, 66, is because when we add 55 and 11, you get 66. And the other one is subtracting, so you get 11 less. Alright, so let's go ahead and close this. Now that we have this done, let's go and move on to multiplication. Multiplication works the same way. So you put in multiply, and then first number as integer, second number as integer, and then finally down here return, and then first number. The multiplication symbol is the asterisk, which is right here. First number times second number. Here we are. And there's your little function for multiplication. Another one is the division. The division sign is the slash. So function divide first number as integer, second number as integer, and finally return, and we're going to do first number divided by second number. And there you have it. This is all the code that you need. Okay, so this is it. This is pretty cool. You can add these functions so that you can divide up the code. Instead of putting in all this code inside the right line, you could do the same thing by putting in console.writeLine, and let's say we put in num1 plus num2, but using this is okay right now because this is such a simple program, but using this kind of approach is more organized because you know where you're adding, and you can straight go to here and change it from there if you needed anything instead of changing from the main. This is called abstraction. So you take pieces from here and actually create a method from that. So here we are. Function. We create a function, and this makes it a lot more organized, and it's better that way. Alright, so that's it for this video, and thank you for watching. If you like this video, then please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, feel free to put it in the comments and I'll try to answer it. Thanks again, and see you next video.